Most people don't think of KC when they think of soccer or the World Cup. But here's the thing. The world is about to show up at our door. 6 matches, a quarterfinal, 650,000 visitors, and I've lived here my whole life, and I am not surprised. 6 World Cup matches at Arrowhead Stadium, including a quarterfinal, running from June 16th through July 11th. This isn't someday. This is right now, weeks away. In KC, the city most people fly over, is about to become the center of the world's biggest sporting event. KC is the smallest host city in the United States. Let that land for a second, the smallest. And we're hosting a quarterfinal, 650,000 projected visitors. $653 million in projected economic impact. ESPN called KC a surprise center of the World Cup. I love that. A surprise to everyone who wasn't paying attention. Turns out being overlooked had a time limit. There's a reason KC got this, and it goes back way further than most people know. So here's what most people don't know. The man who founded the KC Chiefs also did something else, something that connects directly to why we're hosting the World Cup right now. I'm saving the best part of this story for the end of the section, because most people get it backwards. Lamar Hunt didn't just start the Chiefs. In the 1960s, he helped found professional soccer in the United States. He helped launch Major League Soccer in 1996. He was there at the very beginning, every time American soccer tried to grow roots. KC is where American soccer started. That's why we have Sporting KC. That's why we call ourselves the soccer capital of America. 2 MLS Cups, 4 Lamar Hunt US Open Cups. This city didn't stumble into soccer, it built it. Sporting KC, their own branding, not mine. Soccer capital of America. In the US Open Cup, the most prestigious domestic trophy in American soccer, it's called the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup because of KC. So when KC bid for the World Cup and won, that wasn't a surprise. That wasn't luck. That was 60 years of history doing exactly what history does. There's a through line from Lamar Hunt helping launch professional soccer in America in the 60s, to Sporting KC opening one of the first soccer-specific stadiums in MLS, to KC landing a quarterfinal in the biggest tournament on the planet. Every step of that was deliberate. That's the city. The World Cup didn't come to KC by accident. This city earned it. Okay, so what's actually happening here this summer? Because it's more than just the games. Let me walk you through exactly what's happening in KC this summer, because it's bigger than most people realize. And there's one part of this that I think changes everything for people who live here. I'll get to that in just a minute. 6 matches. Here's the schedule. June 16th, Argentina versus Algeria. That's the opener. That's the marquee. June 20th, June 25th, June 27th, July 3rd, round of 32, knockout round, and July 11th, the quarterfinal. The 8 best teams in the world right here at Arrowhead. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium, 79,000 seats, one of the loudest stadiums in the world. The teams coming here are going to feel it. But here's what I want you to know, because this is the part that changes everything. You don't need a ticket to experience the World Cup in KD. The FIFA Fan Festival at the National World War I Museum and Memorial is free, 18 days, up to 25,000 people a day, free. And on June 12th, Tech9 opens it, KC's own. That's not a coincidence. That's KC saying, come for the soccer, stay for everything. The Chiefs, the Royals, and Sporting KC, all officially behind KC 2026. When have those 3 been on the same press release? That is a city moment. That doesn't happen by accident either. Now, here's the part I get asked about most. What does all this mean for people who actually live here? I'm a KC realtor, so of course this is something I think about. Not in a buy before prices go up way. More like, this is a city I love and I want you to understand why the rest of the world is finally paying attention. People from the coasts have been sleeping on KC for years. But here's the thing, we've known the whole time. Events like the World Cup put KC on the map globally. And when international visitors come, they don't just leave, they post, they tell friends. They start asking, wait, could I actually live there? And then they look at cost of living, and KC looks really, really good. KC is already a compelling story. Cost of living versus coastal cities, the Northland for space and affordability, the city core for culture. It's all here. The World Cup is an accelerant for attention. And attention, eventually, over time, moves markets. I'm not going to tell you buy now before prices go up. That's not my style, and honestly, it's not that simple. What I will tell you is when the world watches KC this summer and thinks, wait, that city looks incredible, some of those people are going to want to live here. That's not a guarantee, it's a tailwind. And KC has a lot of tailwinds right now. If you go to the official KC 2026 site right now, you'll see the full schedule. 6 matches, the quarterfinal, the fan festival details. This is all public. This is all locked in. It's happening. NorthLand residents are an easy drive to Arrowhead. Crossroads, Waldo, Brookside. Those neighborhoods are going to have energy all summer. The city is compact enough that the whole thing is accessible from nearly anywhere in the metro. And if you've been on the fence about KC, or if you've got family thinking about relocating, this summer is genuinely a great time to just come experience the city. That's all. Come see it. And the last thing I want to say, and this is the part that actually gets me, I grew up in KC. I chose to build my career here. And I have told every single client, this city is underrated, overlooked, and genuinely special. I'm not saying it because I'm a realtor. I'm saying it because I've watched this city my entire life. I've seen it grow. I've seen what's being built downtown. I've seen families plant roots here and never leave. And I've always known it was only a matter of time before the rest of the world caught up. This is that time. I've heard people call KC a flyover city my entire life, and I've spent my entire career telling people, come and see it first. You don't need a World Cup to know KC is worth it. But if this is what it takes for the rest of the world to see what we already knew, then let them come. 6 matches, a quarterfinal, 650,000 projected visitors, and I am not surprised. We knew. KC has always known. So no, I'm not surprised, are you? KC on the world stage this summer. If you're thinking about putting down roots in KC, or if you know someone who is, I'm always happy to talk. No pressure, no pitch. Just a conversation about this city I love. Link in bio. And hey, drop a comment. Which match are you going to? Or which one do you wish you could see? I want to know.